Hey, we're live. Hello, everybody on YouTube. Welcome to another episode of Brewnomics. We're doing episode 47. Yeah, I'm about to bring us in an intro, and we're going to start recording.
Y'all ready?
See y'all on the internets.
Y'all ready for this? Dum, 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 dum.
Oh, how did that happen? Oh, that's not good. Uh-oh.
Technical.
Get all tangled.
I almost threw the whole thing out the window. Oh, no. Somehow, I went like this, and then it got, I would have dumped everything, and crisis avoided.
This mic stand's pretty heavy. Probably just would rip your ear off.
Oh god, yeah.
Ouch.
That also doesn't sound good.
No.
Are you good? You want me to count you down?
Yeah, give me a countdown.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Well, hey, Brew Crew. Welcome to another episode of Brewnomics. This is episode 47. I'm Will Sinclair.
I'm Jerry.
I'm Vic.
I've been Paula.
Yeah, and today we're just excited. We're actually going to have a good conversation about Christmas movies, our favorite holiday movies that bring us lots of love and joy and cheer all throughout the year. But first, I'm pretty thirsty. Jerry, would you mind popping a beer?
I would not mind.
Excellent.
He
Yeah,
did that with his bare hands.
that's true.
No, he normally does it with his mind.
Beer number 1. So I guess quick thing about all these beers, since we're going to be talking about our favorite holiday movies, we're going to be drinking our favorite, I guess you could call them holiday beers, more winter beers.
They're at least aptly Christmassy named.
Ish, yeah, close enough, something like that. And they're all kind of Christmas named because I couldn't find any Hanukkah themed beers. I don't know how big beers people are. But this is Double Mountains Fa La 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 Winter Ale. That is just so much fun. It's a dope ass label, big snowflake in the middle, and a lot of the little snowflakes around it look like hops.
Oh, that's fun.
It is. It's a pretty cute one. 7.5% alcohol and 85 IBUs.
Wow, we're starting off strong today.
Yeah, most of these. Well, that's the thing with winter beers. A lot of them tend to be pretty high in ABV because they warm you up. You don't drink as much of them because you don't need to.
Well, then they're supposed to keep you warm.
Exactly. So that helps with the higher alcohol percentage. These guys are out of Hood River, Oregon.
Cool.
That's as much as I got for now.
Ooh.
We can see what they got on their website, what they got on Untappd.
Again, this is the Double Mountain Fa La 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 Winter Ale,
Yes.
not the Fa La 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 Lager.
No, because
All right.
it's not a lager.
No, it's not. Yeah,
It's a
so it is a winter ale. It is a very specific type. So this has 8,440 total check-ins. It is sitting at 7.6% ABV according to Untappd. It has a 3.61 average rating, and it's derived from 6,300 total ratings.
So it looks like these guys, they do a variant of this beer every. Whoa,
Well,
what
Well,
was that?
is
Is that it's Evie. She just stood up and hit her head on the table.
Oh, sorry, puppy.
Oh, you
Sorry.
big beautiful dummy.
Sorry for
Sorry,
everybody at home.
that totally. I was like, none of us hit the mic. Shit, Evie, you threw me off. They do a different one every year, it looks like, since 2015. Paula, what's that paragraph say there on Untappd? Well, will you open the door and let Evie out?
Yeah, of course. Give me 1 second.
She did right.
She wants to go get
She's down with us.
Yeah.
Bye, Pup. Here you go. While Will's doing that, I'll read it. It says, "Tis the season for a big multi-pop bomb. We've loaded our inaugural holiday brew up with enough centennials to fill Santa's toy bag. Cheers to hoppy beers brewed with what is that? Gambrinus?
I can't.
Gambrinus.
Gambrinus.
Organic Pilsner, and Munich malt, imported crystal malt, and centennial hops."
All right. Well, cheers, gentlemen. Let's give her a sip. 361. Let's see what we think of that.
That rap song? No, 365, something.
Oh, yeah.
Rap song.
Yep. It reminds me of Need for Speed Underground.
Is that
too.
paragraph on their website different than the Untappd?
It's the same.
It's the same. Okay.
Smell a lot of malts and a lot of hops right out of the
Yeah.
beginning. Just smelling.
Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. How quiet it was for how so long after we all took that sip.
Yeah, way to break the silence.
That's not, I say it's strange. We usually.
We're all thinking very deeply about this beer. It's got a lot of bitters.
Yeah.
All throughout all the way down the mouthfeel. All bitters.
It's like it
Beginning,
sounds so
middle,
cheery,
finish.
so we don't want to talk shit about it. I don't love it. $4.99 is what this cost for a pint.
Yep, a pint,
think it's
0.9 fluid ounces, 500
Okay.
milliliters.
I don't like it.
I don't, yeah. I don't think I like it.
It's the mouthfeel. It seems almost a
sticks on
metallic
you,
kind of
yeah.
taste, and it's like coating my mouth. It's good color. Maybe, are we drinking this at the right temperature? Like, I feel like it may be too warm.
I'm trying to check the
It's
bottle
a
right now
strong
for
ABV
anything.
winter
and
ale. There's no way it's too warm.
I don't see anything on the bottle.
And
that
it's still
says-
pretty
no.
chill. No, I don't think so. No, I don't.
I'm just asking. Yeah, I
I'm
don't
just
know.
trying to,
Yeah.
why? I feel like it should be better.
Yeah.
I want it to be better.
But it's not.
So 361, I think that's absurdly high.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, what do you think?
I'm not too big of the pininess I'm getting from it. know, I do like the citrus about it.
Like a Christmas tree?
Yeah, but it also seems a little like watered down.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Something's, I almost wonder if this beer was transported or housed poorly
Maybe, I don't know.
and then like oxidized or something, because I feel like this should be good. I want it to be good, but instead of giving it,
It's got great color.
I mean, it is 7.5% alcohol, and I enjoy that. It is a beautiful looking beer. I will give it that. It's not, it foamed up appropriately. The bubbles just kind of sit there.
It's not clear, but it's not like super cloudy either.
Well, let's fucking rate it.
I'll go first. I'll be the hater. 1.75.
Ooh,
Ooh, yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it's a strong dislike.
That is a strong.
Actually, I'm even gonna go further. 1.5.
Oh, snap, diddly.
It keeps lingering on the back of my mouth.
And it is tinny. It tastes metallic, which is weird because it came out of a bottle. It didn't come out of a can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which makes it extra weird.
Super strange.
1.5.
Which is why I'm wondering if it was like stored at some point wrong and it oxidized. It almost tastes like a beer that's oxidized.
It's not flat.
But that's the exactly. But it held its carbonation. So
It was a brown bottle. It's not a can.
it's also
Maybe.
yeah,
That could very well be.
it's true.
PK, Vic, what do you guys got?
I'm gonna go 2.0. I don't hate it as much as you guys, but this isn't a beer I'm not gonna buy myself. Well, thank you for buying it first, JB.
Yeah,
Which
thanks,
is the
Jerry.
theme, yep.
I'm not gonna, sing my way through the beer. I'm not gonna go, la 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 la. This beer's shitty. Not too bad. I mean, I gave it a 2.0, but
It's a good call. I've never
thought that was
liked
a-
carolers.
I want that as a ringtone. Fa la 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 la. This beer's shitty.
It's good. Yeah, it's about how that beer worked in your mouth. Yeah, I'm gonna 175 it myself. I wouldn't go out of my way about it. I would probably continue to look for other beers on the rack. It is a pretty beer, but it's not a good tasting.
How much does it just cost?
$5.
Oof. For a pint.
If it were good, I'd be fine with it. But that's totally bar prices.
That's more expensive than my bar price that I pay whenever I go to my bar for happy hour.
Oh, I don't take happy hour prices into account. That's not fair.
dude, we were paying $10 beers last night.
Dude,
Word.
fucking
Birthday parties. Ugh.
moving on.
Well,
We love our friends though. We love our
Oh shit, that's right. I didn't rate it. I think I'd give it a 2. Also, I'll be right there with you, Paula. Because I feel like it should be good. Part of me would be willing to try this again, just in hopes that maybe there was something weird with this one. Not all batches are created equal.
True.
True.
So, but yeah, that's as much as I can do it on this one. I'm kind of sad if you started on less than par beer, but
Well, hopefully it gets better from here.
indeed. I mean, it could get worse, but I don't think that'll. In fact, for some beers, I know that won't be the case.
Oh, I agree. I know it won't be.
I've actually only had one of the beers we're trying tonight.
You only had one other one?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I've never had this one.
Okay.
There's one beer, the 4 beers we have tonight that I actually have tried.
Okay.
The rest of them will be new to me.
I'm going to try and guess it throughout the show.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's the one that I brought, but we'll continue. What do we got for news this week, Jerry? You're mostly on top of that, boozing and newsing and newsing and boozing and newsing and boozing.
Stopping well.
All right. I have way more energy tonight than these guys. I don't know why. But it's okay. It's, it's Christmas.
I love your energy. Take
So
your shirt off.
We do. I got some news for us. Here's a quick one, and I'm sick of, or it makes me kind of sad that we've started news off this way with like the last way too many podcasts, but I just got to have another drink for a fallen soul. Dynamite Kid. Some of you may or may not remember him. He was a wrestler, pro wrestler back in the 90s. He was one of the tag team partners of the British Bulldogs.
okay, yeah.
One of the original undersized wrestlers, but is very largely credited to changing the game to a more fast-paced technical style of wrestling. He died at 60. He was not very old, but most wrestlers don't live that long, unfortunately. So I don't know if you guys remember him or not. In fact, I know most of you don't. Well, I wasn't sure if you did or not. I bet if you watched.
If I had watched him enter a ring, I would be like, oh yeah.
I bet if you saw him pop up, you would be like, oh yeah.
But not straight up by name.
That's all right. To each their own. But he was really good. He was the British Bulldogs partner, but he was Canadian. Came through the same School of the Heart dungeon, so with Bret Hart.
Awesome. He was a Mountie.
No, not the Mountie.
Oh.
That was a different person. He's also
Oh, really?
still alive.
Oh.
And the Mountie was much, much bigger than Dynamite Kid and a much shittier wrestler. So that's it. That's all I'm going to say. Just take a little sip for Dynamite Kid. If you don't know who he is, give me a little YouTube. You'll actually be pretty amazed at what the guy can do.
Cheers, Dynamite.
Cheers.
A lot of things got undershadowed in the news this week because there's pretty much one major announcement. And what the fuck are you doing, Will?
You told me to take my shirt off.
No, I didn't.
Just leave it. Leave it. Continue. I'm
cracking
distracting you.
Take your shirt off.
For those of you who are listening and not watching this YouTube podcast, Will's taking his coat off and now he's flexing and it's fantastic.
It's been a gun show for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's great.
Sun's out, guns out. It's
Huge
hot in this
muscles.
room.
No, it looks like the sun has not been out for you.
That's actually true and very accurate. Let's continue on.
So pretty much everything, and we'll get to this in a second, has been dominated by a new trailer,
Yes.
as we knew it would be.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one trailer that dropped just before it that has since then been undershadowed, or overshadowed. Some
It's in the shadows.
in the shadows. And
That's not the title of the movie.
it's not. It's also not a movie. And it's a damn disgrace. I'm talking about Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh shit! You're
I watched that. I
Yeah.
actually got to watch because we're talking about a video game.
Yeah, we're talking about a motherfucking video game. Not only that, possibly my favorite video game franchise of all time. It's one we brought up a lot on this podcast. 3/4 of us cosplayed.
Oh yeah.
Those assholes. It was.
When did they redo the series? Was that Mortal Kombat 9 that they redid it?
No, 10 is the official reboot.
That
So
was
this
the
will be
official
the
reboot.
second continuation of the new Mortal Kombat universe story.
Okay, I thought that this was like the second game though that they had done that had kind of like a new system in terms of actually like fighting in it.
That was I was all 10.
Yeah.
Was it all 10?
Yeah.
And then did they just have like 10 XL so it was like re-released or something?
10 XL was just the season pass.
Oh,
Yeah,
ones
they
with
just
the
released
game.
some different
Okay.
So you could
characters
just buy
out.
it all. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it had like what
Predator.
Predator and Jason or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, fun.
It's actually
Right.
pretty cool.
Alien.
Yeah.
Did they have Alien?
Yeah, we actually have them
We
all.
have them all. I
Yeah.
can't remember exactly what it is. It's been a minute since I played it. Really great gameplay, really fun story. This one didn't give you anything, not a whole lot story-wise. Vic and I were ripping it apart.
Yeah.
Starts with Raiden and Scorpion in a pretty epic battle. Not sure how I feel about the song choice in it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I can't remember who it was actually.
It's kind of a rap background, right?
Yeah, it was like a weird, but like that new weird Spotify bullshit rap.
Like some trap music.
Yeah, I'm not about it.
It's terrible.
Trap music.
Yeah. But the trailer looked pretty dope. It was just like a little teaser. It looks like Raiden, but it didn't look like Raiden. He had like red lightning, almost looked like what they call Revenant or Possessed or an alternate universe sort of thing. We're not quite sure. Battling Scorpion.
It looked like there were two scorpions in that.
Exactly, because then pretty epic battle, he kills Scorpion, or so we think, and then another Scorpion pops up that looks just like old school MK1 Scorpion.
Slightly different, more padding.
Right, but an updated version of it sort of thing. And then straight fire turns into a full Scorpion fire, spears Raiden in half.
Yeah, like
They're
some.
not even in twain.
Yeah, just old school Scorpion.
Cuts, yeah.
He split Raiden in twain.
Have you seen the trailer, Paula?
I have.
Okay, good.
It was really graphic. Like,
Dude.
oh my gosh.
And then at the end, it goes to show, I'm not quite sure what it is. It looks like this woman looking at a something or other. And I don't know who this woman is. It looks like it's a new character. So we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Fucking jazz.
Super
man.
excited. I think January is when they talked about popping that out.
That quick?
I think it'll be a community reveal.
Oh.
Remember we saw that? It's a community reveal January.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that-
That's right. Okay. I'm remembering now. Oh, shit. Sorry.
It's got a release date for April 23rd, 2019.
That's even way sooner than I thought.
I'm looking at that now.
Yeah, and if you pre-order, you get access to betas. You get to play a little bit earlier, and you get Shao Kahn.
Mhm.
Which again, Shao Kahn's dead in the Mortal Kombat current universe. So I wonder if this is just him as a playable character, or if they're going to do something different with him.
No one dies in Mortal Kombat.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Just to travel back here, I did find this song.
Okay.
It's called "Immortal" by 21 Savage. As of now, it doesn't have a video or any sort of presence online, but 21 Savage and his team and the label will be sure to circulate the track. This is from Forbes magazine.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I fucking hate all of today's rap.
Dude, it's so bad, man.
It's straight.
Music in
garbage.
general right now is difficult.
You guys sound so old.
Yeah, we're sure.
It's okay. Welcome to my life for the past 8 years.
We're just catching up.
Yeah, it's fine. I just had to wait around for you. We're good.
At least we got Run the Jewels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RTJ.
They're a good new rap group.
Love them.
Shit, I don't know what else I got for news. We also need to drink another beer.
Heck yeah. Let's pop this at the same time,
Oh,
Jamie.
pop it at the same time. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, synchronous pop.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Does any? Oh, God,
Oh,
excuse
wow.
me, hiccups.
Oh, that smells good.
Whoa.
Again? Always with you.
I know it's a real problem. Does anybody have any news while I pour this beer? I have more, but
I was just going to talk about the beer real quick.
Sure.
And then I think maybe we'll talk about how Christmas came early to everybody. Let's see. This beer is called Ebenezer Ale. It's by Bridgeport Brewing Company, and it is 6% alcohol by volume. And it's brewed. Bridgeport is actually in Portland, Oregon.
Portland. I thought they were Colorado for some reason.
Yeah.
So 2 Oregon beers in a row. Weird.
Yeah. Vic, you gonna pull this one up? Sweet. All right. In the meantime, I'll read the back of the label. Bridgeport Brewing, in its hope and homage to the wonders of a changed spirit that we offer our seasonal brew, an appropriately rich and complex winter warmer, Ebenezer Ale is a true celebration of the season. Rich, malty, and enough flavor to stand up to any figgy pudding. Cheers.
And that word is homage.
Homage. Whatever. Homage.
Homage.
Homage. Did that on purpose.
Sure you did.
Prove me wrong. Come at me, bro.
Yeah. Fight.
It's not gonna happen, BK. Just whatever.
I need it for the spank bank.
What?
He's just trying to create a tear between the white man.
It's just,
Who's number one and who's number two?
So it says limited release, bottled conditioned winter warmer.
I love winter warmers. One of the first beers I ever brewed myself was a winter warmer. Had orange spices in it. Oh, it was
Ooh,
great.
I don't mind Bridgeport. They're pretty good. I think they're owned by AB, InBev, or Coors. I might be wrong, but they do not have the independent seal on it. But good beer is good beer, right?
So,
Yeah.
Just don't be douches.
PK brought this for us,
oh
right?
yeah, they're like
Yeah.
$2 a piece. We
Oh, not bad, yeah.
Brewers Haven.
Awesome.
This guy's from a Christmas story type thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it the Cambodian means not getting it right now?
Yeah,
Ebenezer
Ebenezer
is
Scrooge, the
from,
Ghost of
Oh,
Christmas.
the ghost. Okay.
Yeah, that's Dickens.
Yeah,
wrote that.
Charles Dickens' A Christmas Story, Christmas Carol.
The Christmas Carol, not
yeah.
a Christmas story. The not racist Christmas.
The original Chuck D.
Are you saying, Jerry? Did you just say A Christmas Story is racist? Yes, I did.
Yes, and it is, and that is a horrible movie. I hate that movie.
Yeah, definitely an overrated one for sure.
There's nothing good in that movie. Nothing happens in that movie. It's a bad movie, and people love it, and I hate it. Anyways, continuing on. That's a preview for later. Christmas.
Talk about Christmas
episode.
movies we like, Will.
Yes.
Not ones we do. Although that maybe would be a good one to do. Is Christmas movies that are complete shit.
Dude, the list is too big. We've been
Right.
here for so long.
That'd be a 3-part.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to talk news, or do we want to rate this beer?
Let's drink this beer.
Let's rate the beer.
We'll rate it. Yeah, so looking at the untapped stats here, we have a total of 12,400 check-ins. It's at 6.4% ABV with an average rating of 3.46 derived from 8,000 total ratings. It was added in November of 2010. It's an interesting smell. When you guys
I
smell
can't
this,
smell shit. I was gonna say, I can't smell much at all. Granted, I'm a little stuffy right now.
I'm a little bit as well. Like I get like a protein, like a meatiness to it, almost like a brisket.
Really interesting. Could you imagine using cooking a brisket, but marinating it in a beer like this?
I want to do that so bad.
Yeah, there's something weird there. You're right in the smell.
It's a protein, sort of a meatiness to it. I can't really put my finger on it, but when I smell it, I'm like, I now want to eat a lot of meat.
A lot of dried salami with
Yeah,
cheese and crackers.
Sure, absolutely.
I found it from another site I follow on Facebook called, I don't even remember which one it is. You can see it if you check our link, but if you follow us on Facebook, open it up if you want. But it's all about making the perfect winter craft beer, cheese, and charcuterie tray.
Nice.
That sounds awesome. Yeah.
So if you have Facebook, check us out and check the link.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
That's as much as I'll get into it.
For all of you people out there that want to host your own Christmas party with good beer and cheese and salami, that's worth a hit up. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm gonna start rating this beer. I like it. I think a 3.46 is pretty decent. I'm gonna rate this at a 3.5. I think it's good. It's smooth. It's kind.
It's definitely better.
It's a lot better.
It's
than
definitely
the
better.
other that we take. We won't speak of it.
We will not speak its Falalala fucking name.
Oh, you said it. You said the words.
I'm just in the Christmas spirit, dog. I would give this, I don't love it. I don't hate it. It is certainly better. I'm gonna give it a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I quite enjoy this beer.
Fucking good for you, Will.
That's right. It is good for Jerry. No, it's good. It's got some really nice caramel notes. It's a good winter warmer. It's pretty smooth. There's not a whole bunch of bitters on top of it, riding it down. So I enjoyed this beer. I tapped this beer and be drinking it for all day. It's an all day drinker for me. It's a 6%, right?
6.4. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good beer. I'm gonna give this a 3.75.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I was thinking 3.5, and I'm like, I appreciate too much about it, so I gave it the bump.
What about you, Paulo?
Especially for $2.
Yeah, this is
That
good
price
beer.
point. That price point is high.
Yeah. I agree with William. I'm gonna go with 3.75. I do not get any smell from it. The aroma itself is very light.
Okay, so it's not just me, okay.
Very light. But I love how just drinkable it is, and just the pinch of caramel that I get off of it after I swallow it. I'm just weighing it.
It is very nice. Yeah, I kind of want a little bit more flavor to it, but I am very attracted to the smoothness and the way that it hits my mouth. It's really nice. It feels super clean. Yeah, I think it's a solid winter warmer. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
There it is.
Cool.
Let's move on with some news.
Well, Christmas came early for everybody, and except for me, maybe. But that's okay, because I got my bros here who are going to tell me all about the brand new Avengers trailer that dropped. Because I've been dying to hear about it, because I can't watch it because of my stupid rule.
So a little bit, but I also almost think Marvel should be an exception, because you can't trust anything they do in their trailers. They're really good about that, on putting things in the trailer to intentionally manipulate like what we think, and I love that. I'm not gonna, that's one of my favorite things, because
Agreed.
we can't help, for the most part, especially because of the nature of this podcast and our lives, to not watch these trailers. It's gonna happen whether we want it to or not, for the most part. And you know, I hate spoilers. They send me into a deep, fiery fit of rage. And there are a lot of movies that, like, the trailer just absolutely ruins. Heritage, for a perfect example. I'm still so mad about how shitty that movie was. But I do like how Marvel pulls the wool over your eyes and keeps you guessing, so you don't know. So like, my argument is, if there were like an exception, an asterisk, as it were, that were allowed, it would be Marvel.
Well, trust me, going forward, like after the Super Bowl, I will be watching trailers again.
For sure.
So,
Are you gonna go back and rewatch trailers?
after I see a movie that I couldn't watch trailers for, I will go. I do go back and watch the trailers.
Oh, you do? Okay.
And they're great. A lot of them are fun, and some of them I'm like, oh man, I'm super glad that I didn't watch anything like that. Like I watched the latest Mission Impossible.
Nice.
Went back and watched the trailers. Really happy I didn't watch anything in the trailers, because it was just stunt after stunt after amazing stunt, where I was surprised. I was like, okay, they can't top that in the movie. That was the big stunt they did. Oh no! They kept going.
Nice.
So go out and check that one out if you haven't seen it yet.
I need to see that one still. I really want to see it.
Anyways, continuing. So what happened? Tell me. And it's called Endgame, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the official title, is Avengers Endgame.
Which I do not love, but that's where, you know, because Doctor Strange, we're in the end game.
Oh yeah. Oh, good call.
So that's a callback to that one. So it pretty much starts off as Stark being stuck on the Milano, floating through space, recording a message to where it's almost like his, like, will, if you will, last will and testament. But it makes it seem like Nebula's not there. Or is she? I don't know.
She's somewhere. Yeah, I don't know where Nebula is. She's somewhere though.
Then you see, who is it? Cap, Bruce, Natasha, pretty much going through like a sliding images of who's there and who's not. It pops up and freezes the big one that shows Ant-Man and Shuri as being missing, not dead, but missing, which is interesting because Shuri was not dusted. She's confirmed she's not dusted, so they just.
But we don't know.
So we don't quite know what's going in Wakanda right now. Clearly, they don't know Ant-Man was in the quantum realm.
But yeah, he somehow gets out.
I read a headline that said that he could be one of the most important.
Oh, of course he is.
But
I think so.
I think he probably is the most important hero. God, what else happens? Then there's a scene where it seems like they're in Tokyo or something, and then we see Ronan, possibly Hawkeye.
Oh, okay.
In his Ronan costume.
He had just killed somebody, which I'm assuming is probably a Skrull or whatever.
Something to that effect,
yeah. Natasha's like, oh my gosh, it's Hawkeye. What the fuck you been up to? And he's like killing people.
So it's really not a trailer. It's definitely a teaser.
Okay.
For sure. I am trying to remember what else happened, but my brain hurts.
Are they at all like thinking about going and reversing what's been done, or? I mean, I would guess
Unclear.
They're They've pretty much given it to Cap. Cap seems to have formulated a strategy of something.
It
of some
seems like
kind.
they have not told the public what happened, so still nobody knows what's happened.
So this is gonna pick up right after.
Yes,
Oh, good.
it does seem like it is right after.
Okay.
We don't see Miss Marvel in it.
I was gonna
see
ask about
Bruce?
that.
Yeah, Bruce is in it.
Okay,
He's in there. Yeah, he's with Tony in the room, or not Tony, excuse me, Steve.
that's right.
When the that's pretty much it, really.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of people looking around, sounds like.
Pretty much.
Well, they're just broken. They're in a state
Well,
of
and then-
shock, and they're just trying to collect themselves.
But then, and
figure
because
it out.
and then at the end, it cuts to a scene where it's Cap and Natasha looking at a security camera, and they're like, "Is this old footage? What is this?" And it's Scott Lang standing outside of, "Hey guys, it's me, Scott," and with the van with the quantum tumbler thingy.
Yeah, Louise
in the
is
back.
That's it. Yeah.
So we know he gets out. We don't know how. My guess is Luis.
Mhm.
Hero by accident, and he gets there. So that's, I think, going to be their advantage. Is all of a sudden you get him pulling up
Okay.
when they didn't, and that's where I think Ant-Man is going to be
One of the most key players.
the key player to it, essentially.
Okay. Cool.
So that's the trailer. It's a dope trailer, dude. Like I said, if
I can't break my rule.
it'll be fine after the.
Well, and once again, yeah, disclaimer, Marvel changes their shit. Like, you can't super
Exactly.
trust what's going on in there. So it's like, and you know it's not true. It's just not, it's not going to be the end, the final outcome.
So, and we talked to this not a little bit, a few podcasts ago. I can't remember exactly what it was, but the most watched trailers.
Oh, yeah.
Because which one rebroke the record?
That beat the first Avengers?
Yeah.
Infinity War Part 1?
Was
Yeah.
it Captain Marvel?
No.
No.
I don't know.
Or did almost beat it. Anyways, so of course this one beat it.
Yeah.
So obviously more people watched this. 230 million was the single day view for Infinity War, the first Avengers.
Mhm.
This one, 289 million views in 24 hours.
In 24 hours.
Wow.
That's
No, it was-
fucking insane.
It was a live action show that was
Lion
the
King.
previous.
Was it
Yeah, it was the Lion King.
Was it the, oh, okay. Yeah, I knew it was something Disney. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Good call, Paul.
Which actually isn't live action.
Right? It's just newer CGI.
Yeah.
No, those animals can fucking talk. Those animals have been trained.
That'd be funny.
That would be
Yeah,
pretty
And now
great.
they're all actors. Cute little desks.
They sign their name with their paw print.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm jazzed for this movie, but if you want more breakdown, watch YouTube.
There's so many.
Check out Mr. Sunday Movies. He's my favorite
He's
breakdowner.
great,
Dude out of Australia. He cracks me up.
small little itty bitty thing in
Uh,
the background.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's so many though.
Let's move on with our news, though. Here's one. And again, I feel like people listen to our podcast and we don't get credit for things. MTV announced they're reviving Celebrity Deathmatch,
Dude, we called that.
We sure did.
starring and produced by Ice-T.
Oh.
And there it goes. There's the flush of the toys.
What?
I just swirl it right
Just
down the
sucked
bowl.
all the air, right? Why couldn't it be Ice Cube?
Iced tea? Like the drink?
Tea. Yes,
I'm
the
just-
drink.
Yeah. Yes.
Brought to you by.
Okay. I mean,
That
if
sucks.
there was anybody who's going to redo Celebrity Deathmatch, you know what I wanted it would have wanted it to be? Seth Green, the guy who did
Sure.
the
Robot Chicken.
Yeah, Robot Chicken. Yes.
Sure. You will
Have him and all the rest of his crew just do redo Celebrity Deathmatch, make it that much longer.
That's a good one.
Now I feel like they're gonna release like the first 10 episodes of Celebrity Deathmatch, and I'm gonna read who they are and not know a single fucking person.
Ooh, yeah.
It's gonna be like Tiana something.
Right.
I must be old. I don't see them on the Twitters.
Of course, I'm gonna watch it. Maybe we'll see.
We'll see what it looks
It's
like.
brand new. I assume it's still claymation. I don't know if they're gonna do that or try and go more of an actual animated effect or.
We'll see. I feel like they might try to borrow Robot Chicken style because he's able to, Seth Green's able to put that out like super quick. So it's totally doable if they want to keep it along the same stylistic lines. But I wouldn't mind an animated
I
version.
think they'd want to go a little bigger budget than that if it's MTV.
Well, yeah. So that's why I'm just. You gotta have the turn.
Just have it actually be a celebrity death match, like actual celebrities.
Yeah.
Like, it's MTV, they got the budget, right?
Sure.
Like, they can just kill each other.
Man, that would be great.
That'd be amazing.
Round one,
Yeah,
10
just-
agent versus.
Yeah, just see
Joe
people. Joe Rogan would dominate.
Joe Rogan would fuck him up.
It would destroy him.
He'd do the world a favor. I was trying to think of like instant death matches I would love to see,
I don't know.
but I haven't thought of it.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an issue.
It is.
Oh, that's their job. It's not ours. It's
Oh,
mine's.
well.
Yours.
The Mission in Back in Black spinoff finally got a title. Remember how a while ago we were like,
Oh.
hey, there's no title for this movie. That's weird.
Title is for the Men in Black.
Yeah. Men in Black International.
Oh, because it takes place in London.
Took them that long. Couldn't come up with a title.
These Hollywood types are so creative.
And they fucking settled on International.
Lame.
So now it's MIBI.
Maybe.
We are maybe.
I didn't even think about that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
All right. Anything more, or should we just chug our beer and start going to the next thing?
Yeah.
Anything more on what?
Any more news?
Yes.
Okay.
Two
great.
more small bits.
Small bits.
Small
Small fast.
Lois Lane is unlikely to return in the DCEU, according to Amy Adams.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did she say why?
Well, Superman's unlikely to return. They had to recast him, so.
That's probably it.
That could be it. Yeah.
No, she's really just all about that Henry Cavill.
Well, I thought Cavill said he was not actually out, that was
Oh yeah, maybe you're right. That was a ruse. His mustache is out though. You really want to get rid of that.
Yeah. So I don't know, but then again, maybe he is out. Who knows? It's so hard to tell the future of the DCEU. At least Aquaman's been getting good reviews so far. We'll find out here soon enough if it's actually good and what it can do for the DC universe. But
Yeah, I heard it made a boatload of money in China recently over the last day or two.
is it already released in China?
Yeah,
They got early access?
to China.
Yeah.
They usually get late access, don't
Are
they?
you kidding me? Like the studios like rework their shit so they can release it in China. That's
So
why.
they have a lot of-
21
lot of
movies released
extras,
in a
yeah.
year or something.
Well, you have a potential audience of 1 billion people
Yeah.
in one spot.
Well, no, it's not just that. They're it's control. Trying to control what movies come out. It's literally like 23 movies a year that come out. So you have that massive amount of population that gets, 2 options
Well,
Per month.
you're right.
per
They
month. Yeah.
absolutely decide when to put that out. So
That's
all you can
insane.
do is submit that movie to them, and they're like, "Well, it'll come out when we say it does."
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Because sometimes it comes out much later than American releases,
Mhm.
but this one seems early.
Yep.
Weird.
Yeah, they already had like a $60 million release or something.
Huh.
Well, I don't know.
So last bit of DC or news is more DC news, and it was officially announced by DC and Warner Brothers. They are going to do a Plastic Man movie.
Yay!
Plastic Man.
So that'll be pretty cool. So Plastic Man is elongated man, pretty much. And no, it's a different hero. Elongated man's another one.
Okay.
What was it? Mrs. Incredible, whatever. He's super strange.
Elastigirl.
Yeah.
Elastigirl. Thank you. God, my brain is hurting so
Or
bad.
Mr. Fantastic,
Mr. Fantastic. So,
Stretch Armstrong.
the original.
but he's definitely a C-list hero. Known kind of for his good humor, though. He's got a good personality. Can tell some fun jokes.
Wonderful smile, great glasses.
Yeah, cool glasses. He was in a bunch of the
Batman, Brave and
Justice
the Bold.
League Unlimited. He wasn't Brave and the Bold. He wasn't Justice League Unlimited. The cool thing on Unlimited, though, he was voiced by Jeremy Piven.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't recognize the name. Just off the chance. Can you give me more?
Jeremy Piven?
He's the Goods. He was in the
Smoking
HBO
Aces,
series.
Entourage.
Entourage.
Yeah.
He's the agent.
He was the Dean in
Old school.
Old school.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure that the guy that is, what's his name again?
Jeremy Piven.
Yeah, he's done Plastic Man every single time that they've ever done a.
He might have done it in
animated
Brave and the
feature.
Bold too. I'm not sure.
No, I'm pretty sure he did.
I think you're right. Because I think I remember like, oh shit, it's still Jeremy Piven, and I saw it on that.
Every instance that the character has, been in animation, he's voiced the character.
Which he's too old now, but if they did this, there he is. Look at him.
Oh yeah, that guy. He was in. Shoot, give me a second. Spy Kids 4, the time one.
Who gives a shit?
I don't know, my kids. They watched
So
that. That's how I know that he was in
Number
that.
4.
He's 53, or he would definitely be a good cast for it. But since he's not, who do you guys think should get cast as Plastic Man?
If Jim Carrey wasn't old.
Right.
Oh man.
John Krasinski, because he's so lengthy, He's a tall dude. And he can do comedy.
He's almost too buff for it,
A little bit
though,
too buff,
now.
a little bit too buff, though, yeah. Who's the Flash now?
Grant Gustin?
Because he's lengthy and skinny.
You're right.
Fuck, I think there's somebody who's already like vying for the role. He was on.
Is there? Because I haven't seen anything as far as casting goes yet. I'd obviously pick Zac Efron.
Of course. Oh my god. John Ralphio. That's who's going for it right now.
that would be-
he would be perfect.
Ben Saphir? What is his name?
Shapiro. No, you're trying to think of. I don't know. There's a lot of Bens.
Right, exactly. Yeah, he's great, man. John
Ben
Ralphio.
Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz.
Oh,
Okay,
God,
I knew it was
geez.
Ben something.
That was taking me.
John
He-
Ralphio Saperstein.
Yeah, he has. He's John Ralphio Saperstein. Yeah, he's currently vying for the role.
I'd be
of
about that.
Plastic Man.
I'd be about that. He would be, I think, an absolutely fantastic pick.
And then I want Aziz Ansari to be his best friend in the movie. So they can just, do this crazy, just
Getting some ridiculous antics.
get the paper.
Get that thing. Yeah, Ben Schwartz reaches out for a starring role in Plastic Man. So
Huh.
Scroll down, please.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'm about that. I could totally get into that.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Let's go with that guy. Good enough for me.
Because he was annoying enough to be Plastic Man.
But
Totally.
just charming enough to make you not want to punch him in the face.
Exactly.
he's got the hair.
He's got the hair for sure. He could rock those glasses.
Having the charm is key to that character.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely.
Ben has a lot of charm.
all
Oh,
day, man.
he's a good
all day.
The other one I was thinking who could be good is Jimmy Simpson.
Oh, that's a good one, man. Yeah, I like that.
He might be a little too neurotic for it, but I think he would be a good one also.
If they went super dark with the role, I think he can do a really good job with it. Because I think he would do a very good job with the darkness.
He's underrated.
He totally is. Jimmy Simpson's great. You have no idea who we're talking about, do you?
No,
Okay.
I could see Andy Samberg vying for the role, but I don't.
Andy could do okay. I like that pick.
That's a
I'm
good
all right
one.
with that. Yeah.
I don't know if I want it, but
I
I
like
can
Andy
see him doing
Samberg.
it.
I'd totally be okay with that.
Mhm.
I'm done with the news, y'all.
done with our news.
Let's take a break real fast, and we'll get into our Christmas movies.
All right.
See you in a bit.
Cheers.
Jesus Christ, I can't believe we're at 42 minutes. I wasn't paying attention to my
Well,
timer. I wish.
I was trying to say, I was like, we're at 35 when you're like, I still have a little more movies to go. I was like,
I was like, really?
Who's Jimmy Simpson?
He was on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
He's one of the McPoyles, the older McPoyle,
Which
the
one?
blonde one.
Oh, the one who lost his eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That guy's awesome.
He's
Yeah.
he's great. I really like that guy.
I got a tinkle. It's colder by the window.
Dude, I'm
cold.
I'm right by the heater and I'm still feeling the fucking draft coming.
Is it super
Yeah.
interesting? I'm fine.
Yeah, that's all I
Yeah. What? Take his jacket off. He was going to take his shirt off.
I was.
I had no idea. Were you just like airing your arms out? What were you
No,
doing?
I was rolling the sleeves.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was showing the guns.
I didn't realize how hairy you are.
Dude, I am
You're man hairy.
beast goose. Like I'm like so blonde up here that you just don't recognize it.
No, not at all.
Like a goose down person. Like my legs are freaking hairy as all get out, but you don't notice it because I'm blonde. Yeah, it's like long hair.
Got that Aryan goodness.
Yeah. Well, something like that. It'd be giant white gorilla. Umbaku. Umbaku. I'm gonna get up and just walk around just so that I can walk around.
Yeah. That's
Well,
all right.
We'll be back. YouTube, skip ahead. I'm gonna watch just to see what you do now.
I'm gonna put your jacket on your chair.
Oh, thanks.
We will be back. We may not be back. We don't know yet. Hi, buddy. I'm gonna need you not being here. Is that cool? Hey, come on. Yep, don't knock that down. Thank you.
Is it here? If it was here, like.
Wow, that's really impressive. Okay.
I asked that like 100 distance away. I'm like, I want to see if I can like almost reach at the line of the fireplace. I'm stealing his wallet. Don't tell anybody. Oh wait, it's my wallet. So. I brought you more coasters for your connection.
Connection, collection.
Goulet. Robert. Goulet.
Goulet.
So I guess we'll do.
Oh, yeah, we played the crossing days.
Yeah, take it back to the CC.
All right. Are we at beer 3 or are we at beer 4?
This is
3. Trips.
But we're about to jump into our big conversation, huh?
Yeah.
There's really not a sound to this. Do you want me to just pour?
Oh yeah, might as well.
Okay.
That's true.
All right. Who wants to bring us back?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm such a lame ass right
Vic, I nominate you.
That ass is lame.
Okay.
Usually it's bumping,
Bump, 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 and dump, and
but now I think it's flat.
bump, and dump, and
Bounce, bounce, bounce that booty. Bounce, bounce, bounce that booty. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Booty, booty, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Butt cheeks.
Nice.
Edelgeist!
It's the anal geist.
Well, you gotta get an anal system to work out the anal guys.
Gotta get rid of that sphincter specter.
now.
Or eat a lot of broccoli. It's up to you.
Exercise.
I love broccoli. I eat it.
Well, you have a garden.
He doesn't make broccoli. He doesn't grow broccoli.
Does it grow broccoli? Does it? He does not grow the mini trees and then like trample through it like a giant? Dude, that sounds awesome for him.
He's already a giant.
That's a good point.
He wants to feel smaller.
You're like,
Then you can just
downsize.
look at his dick.
I'm pouring. You can't do that while I'm pouring. That's your beer. That's your shitty pour beer.
Oh, hard J my ass.
So I had a pretty great, also terrible joke at work yesterday. I was scrolling through the social medias and I kept seeing all this shit about how baby it's cold outside is getting a whole lot of hate. And so I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah,
with
because
this?
that song is like incredibly rapey. Although my wife loves that song and wants me to do a duet with her every time she plays it on her playlist.
that's
which is
exact-
constant.
That's exactly what he said, though. He was like, well, the whole Me Too movement, people are saying it perpetuates rape culture. To which my immediate response was, so what? Isn't Silent Night about raping a bitch while you follow gag her?
What version of Silent Night are you listening to?
Yeah. I've not heard that version as well as the.
That's not
Baby It's
a
Cold
I mean-
Outside.
You have to read in between the lines.
Oh, okay.
You gotta want it. Hi, YouTube. We're live.
Oh, shit. That's right.
There you go, Vic. There's a good one for you.
Thanks, man.
I forgot.
Yeah, that's on the internet. That's
Well, I can never
that is
run for
that is
president.
all you.
Or host the Oscars.
What are you talking about? We have a criminal for our president.
That's
You can run
true.
for president.
That's true.
You just can't host the Oscars.
I just can't host the Oscars, but I can definitely run for president. Oh, man.
Oh, jeez.
I'm still laughing about it.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
I'm claiming the rest of this because it's goodness. Spoilers.
Oh, so you have had this one.
Oh yeah. Me and Vic have both had this one. This is one of my favorite beers.
Is this actually a winter themed beer, or are you stretching here?
I'm not sure. I'm legitimately not sure. I know that they brewed it because of Christmas, but it's typically not brewed right now. They typically wait till Valentine's Day, and then they also do another one in the summer. It is a seasonal, but it's a seasonal of whenever they choose to make it. So,
All right.
PK, did you get enough? Do you want more?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, y'all ready for this?
You all ready for this? Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 ba. What?
Mine, for some reason, always turns into Mortal Kombat.
Who was that?
I don't know. That wasn't it. Not me.
Oh, that was me. I thought you said what was that?
It's like,
I'm glad that happened when we didn't have the word recorded.
I think it did once actually.
Did it actually?
Yeah. We just sort of ignored it.
Okay.
Whoa, this smells. Ooh.
Does it?
all right, you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Am I bringing us back?
No, if you want to, yeah.
I'm nobody else.
I thought you
Do
said
it.
I thought you said I was.
Oh, yeah. No. You're doing it.
Oh.
You're doing it.
Okay.
Go.
Cool. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. I'm glad you listened to our commercial break. They're kind of fun. I hope you enjoyed it.
Personally, I don't give a shit. That's not true.
That's what Jerry said.
That's what you.
That was very jarring, JB. Yeah.
It's the most energy you had all night.
Just
And it's
to,
negative.
just to be an asshole.
Just a be an a-hole.
It's negative energy.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so next we're going to start talking about our favorite Christmas movies. But first, we're going to talk about this beer that Will so lovingly poured for us.
Oh,
Will, what beer are we drinking tonight?
This is actually our Idaho beer segment, our I Tap It segment, if you will.
Our I Tap That Beer, what is
Heck
that?
Yeah. That was the time of day that we just choose to decide whether or not we would tap this beer, whether we would have a whole keg of it. If it is good enough that we would want to share it with friends, have it around, we would drink it all day. It is that good of a beer that we decided we would tap a keg.
So you mean to tell me that if we like it so much, we would go ahead and buy a full-on keg of it, tap it, and then enjoy it after that?
And then consume it with your
Yeah.
mouth.
And we would drink enough of it to consume all of that keg, yes.
Fantastic. All right, what's the name of this beer?
This beer comes to us from Boise Brewing.
Where are they from?
This guy. Now, Boise Brewing's from downtown Boise, and this is their Red Velvet Cream Ale. Normally, this beer is seasonal, kind of a seasonal whenever they choose to make it. We hope that they continue to make it more. We want this beer year round.
He doesn't speak for me. I have not had this beer, so we'll
Okay.
see how it goes after this I Tap This segment. I'm pretty sure the red velvet is like red velvet cake, but we're going to pretend that it's like Santa's red velvet jacket.
Yes, that's what makes this a Christmas Eve beer.
That's our winter beer.
Yes.
It's nice to mix it up though, going from a winter to a winter warmer to a nice cream ale.
Yes.
What is it? What is that? Copper-colored cream ale brewed with lactose and chocolate extract. Chocolate nose with a cream ale flavor and notes of vanilla. A dessert beer for sure.
Oh, show.
And if you look at this, it's actually pretty light colored. It is more like an amber or red, I would say, if you look at it.
Minus like no effervescence because it's a cream ale, which is pretty standard. Low bubbles on there. When did you get this growler?
I got this growler this past Wednesday, and it has not been opened because I got it specifically for the cask or for the podcast. But I wanted to make sure that I got it before the keg blew, so that's why I picked it up that day.
It smells amazing. It smells like a dessert beer. It's super sweet. This is definitely.
I've obviously had this beer before. I believe Vic has had this beer too. When we did our pub crawl, we found it over at Boise Brewing, had it straight from the source.
Sure did.
And I think we enjoyed it, but we'll let you know again here.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Jerry and Paula think about this beer right off the bat.
I just know because
You
guys
typically enjoy reds.
absolutely.
So.
Don't mind cream ales actually. I can get down with them sometime. But I know listening, if you guys haven't yet, check out Will went and interviewed Ethan,
Evan.
thank you, Evan, the proprietor of,
Heritage Hop House.
and this was a beer that they talked about, and it was one that Evan,
Yes,
okay,
Good job. it's fine.
said he wishes they brewed more of and made this their main beer. So it was like, oh, interesting. The guy that has the beer bar says he wants more of this beer. So I'm actually, as soon as you said you were bringing it on, I was like, I don't care if it's pretty loose with our beer rules in this episode. I really want to try this beer. So
We will have a more prominently Christmassy featured I Tap It beer for next week when we do another I Tap It segment.
this is delicious.
I know.
It is absolutely wonderful. And
Yep.
I'm so happy to share it with you.
you do, I will, whatever you said earlier when I said hold up,
Hold up.
unhold up, as you were.
Let it go.
Let it go. This is wonderful. This is absolutely phenomenal beer. This is, because weren't those cream ales and the Huckleberry cream ale, weren't those Boise Brewing?
A Huckleberry Cream Ale is Laughing Dog.
No, Laughing Dog. Okay. This is the best cream ale from Idaho I've had so far.
That says quite a lot.
No,
I mean,
this is
that beats
wonderful.
out the Cali Cream In, the 7 Crane.
Cali cream and only half counts. Because again, I mean, Mother Earth, yes, they're in Idaho now, but that's definitely a California recipe.
Mhm.
Definitely beats out the 7 Crane.
And the 7 Crane is Boise Brewing, I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right, too.
And this is what they were saying, or Evan was saying, that he wishes that they would brew more year round instead of the.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. And also, if you haven't listened to that interview, go back and check it out.
It's fun. We had a good time. PK, what are your thoughts on this beer? I noticed you drank it, but you haven't said anything.
God damn. Can we
Jesus
not?
Christ.
Aside from Jerry
Drop.
dropping things, what are your thoughts
This
on
whole
the
episode
beer?
is just noises in the background. In my fridge right now, I have Cali Cream In and Kawanda Cream Ale. And this fucking blows them out of the water.
Wow, that's saying something
I
coming
do
from
love
you.
my cream.
You love that Kawhi cream
I
from
do.
Pelican Brewing, man. That's
Paulo loves his cream ales and his man cream.
Wait for it. There you go.
Yeah,
Let's say cream
we
common
knew it
man.
was coming.
What's the AB on this?
It is sitting at 5.7%.
5.7, okay. Your super low IBU is only at 22.
Yep.
3.86. I'm gonna give this a 4.5.
Ooh, you kid your mother down now, sir.
Let's jump up there. I would probably normally give it a 4.25, but I really want to skew the rating in the other direction and get it higher towards a 4.
Oh, by the way,
And I was genuinely surprised at how good this beer is.
It's a great beer.
the growler on this was, I believe, Evan, don't kill me if I misquote this, but I believe it was $14.
Nice, not bad.
That's not bad. No, it's
Not
not
bad
bad.
at all.
For a growler.
Solid,
Yeah,
yeah.
64 ounces for $14.
All day, man.
Word.
I'm gonna join you. That's what I have written down here.
Oh, really?
5.
Nice.
It's one of my favorite beers.
I can see that, man. I can see why. This is excellent. I really hope to see this around more. I'll pick it up. I would love to try this on nitro, I bet.
That'd be interesting.
Mhm. Would be interesting.
Whip it up a little bit, especially with that red velvet dessert flavor. I bet that might take it to the H&L. I mean, I'm talking alcohol.
No, I think you and I might have even had this on nitro. I can't remember.
I think we did.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
no, jelly.
And I just wanted to sit there at that bar stool all night
Uh-huh.
Right.
and just drink this.
Just
I was, yeah.
make that bar still grow some roots.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was very content with this beer there. I was like, I'm not leaving. I will have another.
Another. What would you rate this thing?
I'm gonna give this beer a 4.5.
Wow, again.
4.5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you rate it, Paula?
He is not.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's stewing in his thoughts and love of this beer.
He's judging me and Will simultaneously with his eyes. I feel like I've been undressed. My pants are currently off. I don't know how he's done
with
that.
them eyes, looking at them sexy chocolate colored thighs.
That was awesome. I'm going to clip that and send it to everybody.
Oh my god.
Thank you for that.
I have tears. I have tears in my eyes. This is great.
I'm going marking the time.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh louder.
Oh, man. So, Paula, what do you rate it?
Oh, God.
Wow, nice job.
Well, yeah, I do love my dessert beer and I do love my cream ales, and this combines them both. You know, it's the best of both worlds. It's my Hannah Montana. I will give it a 4.5, and I will tap the shit out of it.
Damn. Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
tap it. Obviously, it's getting tapped.
Yeah, we're all tapping with it.
Yeah, give it a
Oyster
4.5.
Brewing, we love your red velvet cream ale.
Well done.
Excellent
Well
work.
done.
everyone. Excellent work.
All right, let's get into it then. While we finish this up, we're going to talk about our favorite Christmas movies. We're going to do like we do a quick, oh my God, excuse me, honorable mention, and then maybe a little bit more in depth into the one we like.
None of us know what the other has picked. I don't think. I think we maybe had floated around some ideas on
We floated some
Texting.
ideas.
Yeah.
just to kind of call maybe a main one or two, but I do not remember what you guys picked. So
I don't either.
Who wants to start us out then?
I guess we'll start, or saying Vic's going to avoid his honorable mention because he had to work really hard to find a Christmas movie
I sure did.
that he liked, and I'm not going to lie, so did I. Not big fans. I really like Christmas specials when it comes to like TV episodes and
those
stuff.
can count. Those have been made into movies. You can count those. If you really love Charlie Brown or I don't know what else is there.
I love the Doctor
Oh,
Who
maybe-
Christmas specials. It's
Did Dr. Seuss is already
Doctor Who.
Oh, Doctor Who. Oh, for television. Okay, yeah, I don't know if I count that. I thought you were talking like
Exactly.
The
That's
Reindeer
not those.
and-
The all like the old animation ones
Yeah.
and stuff. Those are okay, I guess. So we might just do that unless he comes up with something in the spur of the moment. We'll see. Maybe
We'll
we'll
see.
say something that
Maybe.
triggers it. But in the meantime, Will, why don't you start softly?
All right, my honorable mention, which is saying something, is actually going to go to Jim Carrey's, or actually Ron Howard's, starring Jim Carrey's, The Grinch.
That's a fucking great pick. I love that
It's a
movie.
solid choice, man. Good one.
I used to imitate the shit out of Jim Carrey in that
Dude,
one.
he sat in makeup for, I want to say, like 6 or 7 hours every single morning just to dress up as the Grinch.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy.
Oh,
His
dude,
dedication is
absolutely.
Fucking heard of, man. It's
To remain
fantastic.
still. I mean, I don't know how you do that.
Well, a lot of actors that do that in certain roles, same thing. Whose fucking phone is going off? Will?
I have no idea if we're going to
Mine's on silent.
vibrate.
Mine's on mute.
Mine's on mute. It's mine. Somehow, I don't know.
Fix it.
It shouldn't, the ding shouldn't be happening. That is not my phone. The ding is, you know what? It's my computer. We're having YouTube on and that's my computer. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
All right. Fine.
Um,
I can see the dick pics you got.
Sorry about the dings, people. Anyway, so yeah, the Grinch. But anytime you see that, I was going to say both ladies that played Mystique, the ability they had. I mean, they had to sit in makeup chairs for absolutely ever. Also, so
It's true. Also, Dave Bautista in
Oh, he's Drax.
Guardians.
Mhm.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. We're talking about Vision 2.
Yeah. both
Hobbit.
task at hand.
Hobbits.
So the Grinch,
Yeah, the Grinch.
dude, I love the Grinch. That's one of my favorites
It's
too.
so memeable. There's so many quotable moments in that movie. It's incredible.
Yeah, I still quote it all the time. I love his little dog Max in it. He's fucking adorable.
I really love the vision that they took. I don't necessarily like all of the stuff with the baby Grinch. Excuse me.
Yeah, when he was in elementary school and
Mhm.
stuff, and that
That was kind of like, but I love all the rest of the stuff that they did, like how they made him like fudge judge and
Mhm.
like actually go there and then kind of destroy their Christmas right in front of them, and then they had like him slinking around their houses and just taking everything before he goes up to Mount Crumpet to donate.
Have you seen what that Cindy Lou Who girl looks like now?
No. You went
She's
down
in
that
like a
rabbit hole.
Oh, I'm kind of surprised you haven't. She's in like a emo band. She's the lead singer of an emo band.
Oh, interesting.
It's the pretty hot, heavy emo band, if there is such a thing. But she's all gothy and she's like super scantily clad, dressed too. Like it's kind of nuts.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys, if you're listening to this, just do that. Google Cindy Lou Who now. It is absolutely bananas. I know obviously I can't show you people that are listening. What do you mean, you people? In image, but seriously, like do it. Google, pull up the
I
Googles
don't
on your
have a thing
phone.
for people with big teeth.
Yeah, so continuing on with the Grinch,
Was there, oh wow, you're right. Okay, thanks for that. She's like blacked out her whole eyes. Yeah, okay, that's kind of creepy.
Isn't it just absolutely nuts if you see it?
Vic, what, do you have any thoughts, or PK, do you have any thoughts on this movie?
no, I think it's a great pick, man.
Yeah, super quotable, super memeable, adorable,
I
fun,
asked Vic.
singing, not just, he doesn't have an opinion, it's cool.
Yeah, Christmas movies are hard for me. I'm like,
Just not annoying enough music in it.
Okay, I like reading the book to my kids.
yeah, absolutely.
PK?
I watched the movie once. I thought it was okay enough, but I haven't watched it again since. to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to our next honorable mention.
Mine is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Dope.
Technically more of like a Thanksgiving
I was
movie,
gonna say, is that
I guess, but there's a lot of snow in it. So
Okay.
that counts.
It's hard to find good Christmas movies that are actually good Christmassy
Mhm.
movies. Kind of a spoiler, but who cares? We're going to push it out there and get people's opinions on social media this next week anyways. Next week, we're actually doing the better half of this episode where we get to do the non-Christmas movie.
Yeah, the non-traditional ones. That'll be
Yeah.
a lot more fun. But yeah, this one, it does kind of count. It's called Planes, Trains, and Automobiles because it's Steve Martin and John Candy.
Wonderful duo.
Wonderful, wonderful duo. Who pretty much, they don't even really know each other that well. They just happen to break down at the same time. They roam to the same destination. And they have to hop all these planes, trains, and automobiles to get there. And it's just a real fun, like, again, two reluctant people coming together that end up being, from very different walks of life that come together at the end through all these crazy trials and tribulations. Like, you can see if you watch it now, there are a whole lot of things that modern movies pull from it. It's just a fun, adorable movie. I don't want to go too much into it because I'm tired.
Yeah.
But that's one of my favorites, and everybody should watch it. It's more of a Thanksgiving movie, technically, but fuck it.
Like it.
It's America.
America.
Have any of you guys seen that movie?
I've seen it. I like the fact that John Candy sells shower curtain.
Shower hangers, right?
Not the shower curtain, the hangers. for
Just
shower
the
curtain.
hangers for shower curtains, yeah.
He knows everybody in that movie too.
Right.
Yeah.
It was about
Man
$17 and a Casio.
Such a wheeler and dealer.
Yeah.
PK, do you have anything as an honorable mention? or-
Oh, yeah. I feel like I keep breaking the rules. I actually chose
Don't
a
care.
TV show special for my HM.
There you go.
Well, if I'm okay, if I can get away from
Yeah,
I
go for it.
Well, okay.
Tis the season.
All right, cool. Awesome. Well then, this was my first experience with South Park, and it is the Woodland Critter Christmas.
That totally counts. Cause
That
isn't
totally
that-
counts?
Yeah. Because isn't that like a 2-3 part episode or
Oh,
something?
dude, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole
So it
thing.
absolutely counts. It's their TV Christmas movie.
And then you have the callbacks with Imagination Land.
Imagine. Exactly.
It's good.
Awesome.
Nice choice, man.
All right, well, to sum them up, the episode is about Stan Marsh. Stan. And he makes friends with these cute and cuddly animals, and one of his new friends gets pregnant. And they need Stan to make a manger for the baby, who they call their savior. Now, unfortunately, every year, a mountain lion comes down and eats the baby. Eats their savior. And so after Stan makes the manger, he has to unfortunately kill the mountain lion. And then when he does, he finds out his new woodland creature friends are Satan worshippers, and their savior is the Antichrist. And it's so much fun. Oh my God. I remember seeing this for the first time like at fucking 1:30 in the morning, like Christmas Vacay 2005 or whatever it was. And I was just like, I feel guilty for watching this episode. Like, what is this? What's going on? But I laughed so hard. I don't want to get into any spoilers or anything, but it does end with a baby mountain lion cub giving an abortion to the Antichrist.
God.
My beer, I think.
Other
Spit
HM.
take.
Batman Returns?
Oh, that totally
Isn't
counts.
that a
Yeah.
Christmas movie?
That's at Christmas, yeah.
Yeah. Penguin.
That's true. Penguin and fucking
Should
Harvey
technically,
Dent, aka Christopher Walken.
should technically be next week, but that's okay. We'll allow it for today.
Paula
God damn it, Will.
said
Why are you bringing me down?
today.
I know.
Why
we're
are you
fine.
bringing
No,
me down, man?
Why are you bringing him down,
Don't
man?
bring them down.
Sorry,
That
this
whole-
pitch
that
popped
whole
in my
thing-
head.
The whole thing of you guys doing that was just so you could sing that, right?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
you know, we just kind of get how that goes.
Yeah. It
You know what?
started and then you had to finish. I get it.
Go ahead,
But
Paul.
that was my, I remember saying that and it just never left my head. Blood Orgy, I say that at least twice.
That's true.
That's true.
Blood Orgy.
Lorgy. You know what? I also have an HM. I just thought
Yay!
of. Home Alone.
There you
Okay,
go.
that counts.
There you go.
I like that movie a lot.
I actually like
I do. And shout out to Macaulay Culkin. That's a solid movie, man. Like that just reminds me. That is Christmas to me.
Mark
I would
Harry.
rather watch that movie than anything else.
It has been a really long time since I've seen those movies.
Right.
You know, super. I'd like to watch it again to see how I feel about it. Actually.
I'd be
I
down.
arranged that. 'Cause I have both of them. But those movies are prequels to Saw. You know that, right?
No.
Yeah.
He becomes Jigsaw.
Yeah, he totally becomes Jigsaw.
How? What's your rationale for that?
He creates a whole bunch of traps and he kills people. Like it's before. It's like when he's a kid.
I mean, they should have died.
I
but
feel like
they
you're
didn't.
reaching, but
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
No. Look it up on the internet.
Oh, well, if it's on the internet.
Home Alone prequel to Saw, and you will find a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
could look up
theories.
titties create dicks too, and I'm gonna find it. It's what it is. Like,
Are you saying breastfeeding is bad? Vic? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, if you like
Only
sucking
in
dicks,
public.
yeah.
All right. Thank you for your honorable mention.
No, Home Alone. It is good. It's actually funny because Donald Trump's in the first one. Second one is
Second
that
one.
where he does the weird one-off cameo in it?
He has to because they go into one of his buildings.
In one of his, yeah.
I was specifically talking about the first one though. That's my. The second one, it's fine. It's fine. First one.
Do you have a favorite moment from that show?
Oh, totally. Yeah, when Macaulay Culkin's character, I can't remember his
Kevin.
name right.
Kevin.
Kevin. Yeah, thank you. He does the whole trap where he's got the filthy animal situation. He's like, I can't quite.
Oh, and he goes
remember.
mouth for mouth with it. Was
Yeah.
quoting the. Yeah, that one's great. I know
He
exactly
pumps-
what you're talking
pumps
about.
the pizza delivery guy with the firecrackers. And
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. That was very
God,
lovely.
it has been so long since I've seen those movies.
Yeah, me as well. But yeah, no, that'd be my age. I just thought of it. It's a good movie.
Nice. No, that's a great one. I'm glad you actually ended up coming up with one.
And I do love that movie. Sure. Or those movies in general. Is how shitty those siblings are to Kevin. They're just such dicks.
Yeah,
Also,
really, that's
what the fuck does
Oh,
that?
man.
What do his parents do to where they can afford to take a family of 13 to Paris for Christmas?
I think he was in marketing, but that's and his wife did counseling. But those are both.
Some legal,
Stupid.
something legal.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that house was massive too, but it didn't look like no 11 bedroom. Because how many siblings did he have in it? Wasn't it just bonkers?
It was like 10. It was a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. It was
Big
a
old
lot of
Irish
kids.
Catholic East Coast family with way too many kids.
He
Totally.
had 5 total brothers and sisters, so it was 5 siblings, and then they had their cousins in town, which was another family of 4.
Okay, so there were like
Okay,
10 kids.
yeah.
Okay,
All right. Thank you.
so maybe the family split it.
All right, now let's move on to our mains.
Let's drink a beer first.
Oh, well, Jerry's got a beer to drink. now.
we must.
Look at you, Jerry, with your beers and your goodwill.
Thank you, Jerry. You bought this beer, right?
Yeah,
How much did this beer cost you?
I got a 6-pack of it. It's like a $8.99 6-pack, something
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
that's not
Super
that
well
bad.
priced.
That's like $9 a 6-pack is pretty standard nowadays. What is this beer?
This is a seasonal release from Ninkasi Brewing. This is their Slayer Winter Ale. This bad boy sits at 7.2%. It'll warm you right up. This is one of my favorite winter ales, easily. On the back of it, it says, "Seize the season with Slayer. Layers of deeply toasted malt are balanced by just enough hot bitterness to make it deceivingly drinkable. Paired with a dry finish, Slayer is anything but your typical winter brew. We got 60 IBUs on this bad boy.
Yeah, 7.2% ABV, just to recap. And yeah, it's a pretty awesome picture. Like Almond Coffee,
They got dope artwork, man. It's always so good.
it's got a rocket sled on it, is what it looks like. Rocket sled! Or a sled that's going so fast it caught on fire. It's a Christmas Vacation reference there, I think.
I think so
somewhere.
also, yeah. So they spell Slayer SLEIGH''R.
Yes. And it is a winter ale.
Mhm.
Ninkasi, actually from Eugene, Oregon.
Dude, I love that. What the fuck is up with nothing but Oregon beers?
I don't know. All of them,
Totally on accident.
all of them
Except for our, I tapped that
Yeah.
one.
Well, I mean, they do have the most craft breweries per capita, I feel like.
They do kick ass at it.
Mhm.
And they're like right there
Yeah,
next
They
to
will.
us.
It will be a prominent feature if we ever take our dream road trip.
no doubt, dude. I've done a beer tour through Portland, and it's pretty dope. They did like one of those bus beer tours through it.
In Portlandia.
Nice.
Speaking of, we need to put on it.
No.
I was gonna say, we
They
need
put
to
a
do
burn on
a
me.
Boise bus brew crew ride through our own town.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
We could host it.
I feel like we looked into that, didn't we?
I wanna do the one that's the cycle one.
Oh, we've done it.
We've done that one.
I haven't done it with you.
Well,
It
fuck.
doesn't make it genuine until I've done it with you.
It's a true story.
I think he does. I think he does. This is a super common beer around here, easily accessible this time of year, rather. 6-packs and bottles, bombers. A lot of places are going to have it on draft. We got some food pairings. Beef, lamb, duck, steamed shellfish, strong cheese, and chocolate tort. What's a tort?
You got me.
I think it's like,
I feel like
Like
I
a
should
little
know
truffle.
what that is.
I agree.
Pretty much? Okay, okay.
That's a lot of food though.
Yeah, apparently it goes with a lot of things. Those are all kind of fancy foods, though.
the original gravity on this was 1,062.
I really have no idea.
I don't know what that is.
I think that's just a brewer's note. I don't think that has anything to do with us whatsoever.
Yeah, it's sort of like IBUs. It helps them maintain consistency.
Mhm. Oh, so it's like a weird cake.
Oh, like
Oh
a
yeah, chocolate torts.
like a fudge pie kind of thing, like pudding, but in pie form.
Looks tasty. Looks very rich and decadent. That's what it looks like.
Rich and decadent are like the two words that would come to mind with anything like that.
What do we have on Untapped for this motherfucker?
Untapped has 45,974 total check-ins. It was added in 2010 of November. It's at a 7.2% ABV with 60 IBUs with an average rating of 3.65.
Vic, can you say my name?
Paula.
Voila!
I'm so hard right now.
I just can't.
Almost got a spit take from Vic. Almost.
Right on his lappy.
Yeah, there's too many exceptions.
Yeah. It would have come out your nose first.
I like that 365 rating quite a bit.
3.65.
This is I'll rate it first. I'll say this is a 4 beer to me. I really enjoy
Four?
this beer, yeah. Yeah, I give this a 4 all the time. I like the price. I like the 7.2. It is a great winter beer. It's perfect for this time of year. Definitely not an all-round drinker. But right now, it's absolutely perfect. It is one that you can drink, I think, 2 or 3 of in a row. And usually for me, that means I drink about 6 of them in a row. So.
Know yourself?
I can taste a little bit of the booziness on this, which is surprising.
At
for a winter ale.
7.2, it's hard to hide the booziness on it.
Yeah, it's definitely not as smooth as what was just on my palate. Let me, you know what? Come back to me.
It's
Let
got
me
layers.
freshen up my palate and then take another go at it.
Okay. I'm gonna rate this at a solid 4. I do enjoy this beer a lot. This is a great winter ale. It is a little bit boozy. I think the color is deep, dark, and rich. It's fantastic.
It's a good looking beer.
It's very caramelly.
I like it. I like it a lot. I can dig it. I can dig it. You can dig it. We can dig it. This is how I want my winter beer to be. I super love this.
Agreed.
I didn't know it went with so many foods.
Isn't
Right,
it amazing?
Yeah. No, Paul, that's a good call, man. This is my expectation of a winter beer, actually. Like, this is what I formulate in my mind as my
It's
what I think
it's
it
the
should be.
it's the standard as
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned.
No,
This
I
is the
agree.
standard.
Would you say it slays the competition?
God damn
I'm
it.
gonna now.
You did it.
4.0.
Nice.
You said it.
All right, Will, you're the odd man out.
Don't call him Willard.
Don't call him Willard.
Don't. Just don't. I'm going to go 3.75 on this. It's good for all the reasons you guys described.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, 3.75 is still a great rating.
Rating.
Yeah, no, I like this. I'm going to sip on it a little bit more.
Cool. Yeah, definitely it's one the more you drink, the better it gets, that's for sure. I am warm right now. These beers definitely warm me up.
Take your shirt off.
Find out.
No. No.
Okay.
Paul, do you want to
Nobody
take your
wants
shirt
that.
off?
If we all take
Take your
yeah,
shirt off.
I'll totally down. Let's all take our shirts off.
Take it off.
Let's all take our shirts off.
I'll just take my pants off. I'll go Winnie the
Take our
Pooh
pants
here.
off now?
Yeah, I mean, I can shirt cock. If you must.
That's the thing now because of Deadpool. Thank you,
It was a
Deadpool.
thing before Deadpool, but that kind of did all. Give it a little jump, a little boost.
Literally, yeah.
Let's continue on to our mains before we go down that rabbit hole.
Good call, Will.
Anybody want to go first? I mean, I will if you guys don't want to.
Go first.
Go first.
All right, I'm gonna go first. Okay, my favorite Christmas movie, and I either watch it on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, depending upon when my family is in town, because I watch it with my parents whenever they come to visit, is the movie with Jimmy Stewart and I can't remember, maybe Jane Fonda? I don't remember the girl's name, but it's called It's a Wonderful Life.
Ah.
It's a black and white movie. It actually originally was not a Christmas movie. It came out in March originally, but then people started, the television companies started showing it at Christmas, and it kind of fit, and people just started doing it. And my family was one of those people that's, oh hey, It's a Wonderful Life is on. Hey, let's watch that again, and it's great.
Donna Reed.
Donna Reed, thank you.
Is it
Wonderful actress.
about Christmas?
It has Christmas in it, and it is a Christmas movie just because of the fact that so many people are
It's associated with.
associated
Okay.
with Christmas, and it is a Christmas movie. Yes,
I've never seen it.
I feel sorry for you.
I like that you went old school. I have not seen it either.
1946.
Yeah,
Really? Wow.
yeah.
I like that movie.
It's got a
it's-
great ratings, 89 Metascore, 8.6 out of 10 on IMDb. You do not see many movies up there. That's
No.
really good.
And for being that old and staying that high, like it's
See,
good.
sometimes
It's a
I think
classic.
people overrate movies like that because of nostalgia. So it's hard for me to judge that, but overall, still, that is really good.
Basically it follows the story of Jimmy Stewart, from when he was a boy, and he saved his younger brother from falling into ice, lost his hearing, and then he goes on in the town of Bedford Falls to repeatedly save Bedford Falls from itself, from this crooked old man named Potter, who owns like the bank and all these other places, and he Jimmy Stewart's character, his dad owns like the building and loan, right? Which goes and helps people have an actual nice place to live and not charge them an arm and a leg while they're, paying off their mortgage and all that kind of stuff. And Will Bailey just wants to escape. He wants to get out of Bedford Falls, and he hates Bedford Falls. Like he hates it more than Potter does. And he basically sacrifices himself to, save the town. And in doing so, his cousin, brother, uncle, I think it was his uncle, ends up losing a bunch of money, and he is going to go bankrupt. And the bank inspector is going to basically show him as a fraud, and he's going to lose everything. He's going to lose his house. He's going to go to jail. And he realizes that he's worth more dead than alive. And so he decides one night on Christmas Eve, to take his life. And yeah, it sounds very dark, right?
Especially for 1946.
And he's about to jump into the river and kill himself. from hypothermia. And instead, his guardian angel goes and jumps in the river himself. And knowing that Jimmy Stewart's character is a good enough guy to go and save him, and he gives him a wish for saving him. And his wish is that he actually gets to see what it would be like if he had never been born. And so he sees all of the impact that he's had on this town and all the people that he loves and what this town looks like now that is owned by Potter and just gone to crap. And he's offered a very wonderful gift in this blessing of seeing what his life would be like without that. Turns him around, decides that he wants to live, and consequently goes back home, super excited just to even see his family, doesn't care that he's going to go to jail or whatever. And all of his friends and family wire him and donate a bunch of money to rally around him that night and pay off the money that he had lost, that his uncle had lost for his business. It's very emotional, moving, it's wonderful. And it hit me, I don't know, every time I watch it, it makes me feel closer to my family.
Nice.
Damn, that's a
Well,
great
pretty
movie.
fucking cute.
It's absolutely classic. And so many other just shows and movies have just taken from that particular story.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I believe the one that did it kind of the most without saying that it was doing, like kind of ripping it off without saying it was ripping it off, was The Family Man with Nick Cage.
Okay, yeah.
Very, very similar story.
That wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
No, I like that movie too, actually. It's good show.
So I found this about Donna Reed. In the scene from It's a Wonderful Life, where she and James Stewart throw rocks at the old Grangeville house, director Frank Capra had originally planned to use a double in Donna's place to throw the rock. Miss Reed, however, was an accomplished baseball player in her high school and threw very well, as evidenced by her toss in the movie.
Oh yeah, she hits a window, nails it first shot.
Yep, that was her. He thought in 1946, these women can't throw. And then she's like, watch me, motherfucker. That's pretty cool.
If you've ever heard the reference, I'll last with the moon for you,
Mhm.
that's from that movie.
I've heard a lot about this movie. Obviously, it's very important through American pop culture and stuff like that. But I've just never seen it.
Yeah.
Really.
I have to give it to you. Also, better in black and white than it is in the penciled in color version.
Oh, did they recolor it?
Yeah, it's one of those that they did, kind of like White Christmas.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
What an interesting thing to do.
it's very stylized.
Recolorize, sort of like that. I don't know if I've ever really watched any recolorized movies from black and white.
I have.
I can't say I've gone back and really watched many black and white movies.
Have you seen
there's been a
Casablanca?
few. Maybe when I was like the 5th grade, honestly, because I might watch it like my grandparents' house or something when they rewatched it. But if I watched it now, it would be like watching it for the first time.
Totally.
I've never seen Gone with the Wind.
No.
That was in color.
I've never. Oh, was it?
It was.
I've never seen Citizen Kane.
That was black and white, but I think that was a director's choice. I think it could have been in color. I think
Really?
that was- I think that was 76.
Huh?
Maybe 72.
Citizen Kane?
Well, like RKO 281.
What is that?
That's an old school movie, never mind. I think it's actually what Citizen Kane is based on.
Rosebud. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other old black and
Man.
white movies that I've never seen.
I don't even
I don't know why we're going down another rabbit hole.
Yeah, That's Will, that's a solid pick, man.
Citizen Kane was done in 1941 in Neanderthal. What are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I've been drinking.
I can just, there's no way.
That's a good excuse as any.
Ladies
Oh.
and gentlemen, that's your cue to make sure you double check our facts. Let us know.
Also, reminder, don't drink and drive,
Don't drink and drive. Yeah.
Don't drink.
especially around the holidays. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Don't be that stupid.
Yeah, police are in full effect. Plus, it's just dangerous. Don't be a dickhole.
Right. Okay, so let's move on, really. I guess I'll go.
Yes, please.
Mine is a very common one, I think, and it's also one of those, is it a Christmas movie? Is it a Halloween movie? It's both. It's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, good choice.
I love that movie. That's always been one of my favorites. Like, I loved it a whole lot when I was a kid, and it really kind of freaked out. I remember my mom and my grandparents like, what's wrong with Jerry? Why is he like all this dark stuff? Because it's a great movie. I hate kind of how oversaturated and like merchandised it's become from just like whiny emo suburban white bitches. It does kind of taint the movie a little bit for me, But as far as the story, I still love going back and watching it. But I love the animation, stop and go animation with it. I love the music in it, character design, super fun. I mean, I don't have to. I assume everybody on Earth has seen this movie at this point.
Mostly.
Mostly.
So this movie originally was produced by Buena Vista, which is a subsidiary of Disney. But then once Disney figured out, how popular and beloved this movie is, it adopted it into its own production.
Well said. Yes, that's actually very. And a lot of people sit there and say it is a Tim Burton movie. It is not a Tim Burton movie. I think he helped produce it.
He did.
But he did not direct it by any stretch. It was, God, who did direct it? See, like, even if you look at tagline, it's like Tim Burton's movie, and he is definitely associated with it, but again, it's not, he didn't write the movie, he didn't direct the movie. Henry Selick, that's right, directed it.
Can you, since you have it up on IMDb right now, and my mind is just blank, as obviously demonstrated from before, who did the music on this?
Danny Elfman.
That's right.
Mhm.
Danny
He
Elfman.
did all the singing for Jack Skellington. The voice of it was done by Chris Sarandon, who's kind of an underrated actor. Catherine O'Hara was Sally. I got a good voice cast.
In my opinion, this movie is more Danny Elfman's movie than anyone else's movie.
I totally agree with that, dude. I think that's a lot of the reason the movie is as well received as it is again, everybody knows the music in it. It's fun to listen to. I mean, it got a whole heavy metal remaster album out of it, which is great. It's got like Marilyn Manson and Korn.
That's dope.
It actually really is. It's pretty fun. Even I think Fall Out Boy does a track off of it. Amy, what's her name from Evanescence, did one for Sally. So it's pretty fun, but it's a good movie. It's beautiful. That is easily my all-time favorite Christmas
That scared
movie.
me when I was a child.
Dude, that's what I said. That's why my family's like, what the fuck's wrong with you, Jerry? How do you watch this 18 times in a row? We're adults freaked out by it. What?
It's
I
totally
love
crazy.
Zero. I love it. Oh, dude, but it's great.
What was the name of his dog?
Zero.
Zero? God damn, Zero. It was
Mhm.
adorable.
Oh, dude. Right. That's it. I don't know.
And his chick was kind of hot.
Sally.
Yeah, she was
Dude,
kind of
well,
hot.
and it is. I mean, that is one of the #1 couple costumes of all time, especially on Halloween, is Jack and Sally.
Yes.
Easily one of the #1. It's one I've always kind of wanted to do, but I'm short and fat, not tall and skinny, so it doesn't work that way. You know,
I'll do it with you.
You could be the mayor.
I could be the man. You motherfucker. What do you guys got, Paula? Vic?
You want to go, Vic?
You can go ahead, man.
I'm gonna go.
Take it.
So so my favorite holiday Christmas movie is Jingle All the Way
With Arnold?
with Arnold.
With Arnold.
Sinbad, man.
And Sinbad.
That's
What was the name of the
awesome.
toy?
Turbo Man.
Turbo Man. That's right.
Turbo Man. And really, it's because it's one of the first Christmas movies I watched as a kid that wasn't forced upon me.
Oh.
When you're in school, when you're at your fucking house, your parents or your teachers make you watch certain things like Charlie Brown,
Exactly.
The Grinch, yada
All
yada
those
yada.
claymation ones. That's why I hate Remember the Titans, because that was
Oh
in
my
school
God,
so
dude.
much.
Oh my
So
God,
it's a
dude.
beautiful movie, and I hate it.
But every fucking year,
Exactly.
you know, it's not that they're a bad movie. It's just like I'm tired of fucking watching the same fucking movie. And so, come Christmas time, we went to the good old Blockbuster, and I was like, "Why is Arnold in this?" And I was like, "I'll watch it." And you got the VHS, give you a fucking VHS.
I own that movie on VHS. See?
That's awesome.
Put it on, and I geeked the fuck out. I didn't know Sinbad was in it.
Right? I totally forgot Sinbad. It's been years since I've seen that movie.
All right, so with the breakdown for it, so
And you have to break it down. Sorry to interrupt,
Oh.
but just before you get into this, because I thought this was interesting. You guys watch Comic Book Men, right? So it's about Kevin Smith's St. James Silent Bob Secret Stash, their comic book store. Get a lot of people that come in with different action figure collectibles, whatever. I was going through Amazon watching one, and a guy came in with the Turbo Man doll.
oh my god,
Dude, and he wanted like $500 for it. I think they gave him 150. It was beautiful. I would pay $150 for it. But I can't remember the main guy in the shop's name right now. But he's like, I'm a huge Arnold fan. And what the fuck is Jingle All the Way? Who's Turbo Man? I have no idea who this is.
Really?
And the other guys had to tell them. So even amongst nerds, a lot of people don't know about this one. So it's not like Nightmare Before Christmas where everybody and then some. Like there's still a lot of people that have no idea what this movie is.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I did not
that
know
genuinely surprised me too.
that just boggles my mind.
Right.
And your thoughts get all bottled.
So anyway, to break it down, it's with I'm gonna call it JATW, Jingle All the Way. It's with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad, and it's a story about two dads looking for the season's most popular toy. That toy being an action figure, Turbo Man, yes. And it's fucking sold out. So this particular movie is kind of based off of the time when like Cabbage Patch Kids and Elmo was super popular.
I mean, it was the 90s, so action toys were everything.
They were fucking
You know,
everything.
look, we weren't in a massive war. The economy was booming.
They're not now.
Toys?
Yeah.
No, not like they were then.
Oh,
Hey.
Not like it was then. I don't think.
I feel the same way almost. You know, I mean, I don't see a lot of stories about parents beating the shit out of other parents. for a toy.
Exactly. No,
That's a very-
I
that's a
think
very
it
good
was.
point.
It was different. I mean, there's been a big revival, and they're treated with more respect than they ever have been. But as far as what you had to do to, it was way
It's a
different.
different era.
Absolutely.
It's a different era. And let's see here. So as you know, the superhero's named Turbo Man, and like you said, the movie's kind of based off around those times with Elmo and the Cabbage Patch Kids. Let's see here. The whole movie is kind of zany and it's fun, and I didn't know this when I watched the movie, and I've seen the movie about 1 billion times, but Arnold Schwarzenegger plays a mattress salesman.
Is that his job in it?
Yes, and apparently that's a very viable job because he did really well.
You did do well. Yeah, you had a nice
I'm
job.
sure you've seen the price tag on a mattress.
And Phil Hartman is his neighbor who has the biggest boner for his wife.
Oh, that's right.
Biggest boner.
Dude, it has been so long since I think I saw, sorry to interrupt again, last year or something, it was on Hulu or Netflix, and now I really regret not watching it. I'm gonna try and find it, sorry.
And then Sinbad in his fucking prime. Let's be honest.
No, you're right.
It's his prime time.
It's his prime time, man. He's doing his best right there. Yeah.
And to really just sum it up, there's so many it's like a live action cartoon, and you actually get Arnold in the Turbo Man costume towards the end of the movie, and then you get Sinbad as his arch nemesis, or arch enemy, I'm sorry, called Dementor.
Dementor, that's
Hold
right.
on, Turbo Man and Dementor.
They end up
So generic.
slogging it out with each other. That's rad.
But if you're looking for something fast paced, something just fucking zany, go to fucking Jingle All the Way. You will not have a bad time at all.
Agreed.
At all. Also, it's hella fun.
Hella
That's another
fun.
word that we use, hella.
It is now.
Hella awesome.
You just made it happen again.
I brought it back, brah.
Look at that.
Take us home, Vic.
Okay, so my
Good pick,
choice would be, excellent pick, Paul. My choice would be The Night Before, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, and a one Anthony Mackie.
Excellent
Cut the
choice.
check.
I love
Cut the check. Yeah, this movie's fantastic. So the main idea of this movie is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He lost his parents the night before Christmas when he was about in his teenage years.
Or late teens, early 20s, something.
Late
Young
teens,
adult
early
stage.
20s. Yeah, young adult.
A bad
for
time
sure.
to have it happen.
17.
Shitty time
By
for sure.
drunk drivers, is that what it was?
I believe so.
Something like that.
Mhm.
Something sad and sudden.
Don't drink and drive.
And his
Sounds very
friends,
right.
his two best friends, Anthony Mackie and Seth Rogen, spend every Christmas night with them, just having a huge party the night before Christmas every night, just in celebration of him losing his parents and just being together.
It's like, we're your family now. You'll never spend another Christmas alone.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just a solid best friends.
It
movie.
really is. And they have their tradition.
Mhm.
I love this movie. I think because Paula, Vic, and I actually went and watched this in
We
theaters.
did,
And
yeah.
it's great because we are, three very close friends that don't have a lot of outreaching family
Mhm.
from where we are. So we have to take care of each other, and we do. So it was a really good movie for the three types of people that we are. But yeah, I dig that one, man. They always go on a journey to do their thing where they'll go sing karaoke, go check out the tree. and try and catch the dopest party of all
Ever.
time, but they can never catch it.
Nope, yeah, it's their tradition,
Mhm.
yeah. And then for some reason tonight, they find like they're into the dopest party ever, and they go out of their way to figure out how to get there. And Seth Rogen's tripping balls the whole night. Anthony Mackie goes on a crazy journey, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's like having this crazy drama with his
Mhm.
old ex-girlfriend. The whole
Crazy
time.
hot Lizzie Kaplan.
Ooh, crazy hot Lizzie Kaplan. You get Miley Cyrus as a guest star. You get
And she's-
James Franco. You
And
get
Miley Cyrus is
Michael
surprisingly
Sheen.
great
She's great in that movie.
in this.
That's the first movie I didn't like. Absolutely hate her. in.
Right, she's actually really good. So that's one that I would say absolutely go watch. I mean, it's got a lot of great story. It's the last hoo-ah because Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he's kind of a fuck up. He hasn't really moved on. He's working waiter jobs and stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with being a waiter, but he has more potential than that. Seth Rogen's a new dad, so he doesn't want to keep doing this, or is about to be a new dad. And Anthony Mackie's a football player. He can't do it either. He's got stuff going on.
Yep.
So it's their last hoorah. And then Joseph Gordon-Levitt at one of the job he's waiting as a elf finds a golden ticket to this party. 3 of them, like it's meant to be. So then it's trying to get to that party, but everything possible tries to separate them and stop it from happening. Creates this internal drama. They get in big fights and then come back together. But it's funny. Again, music, great.
Great.
And it, you got Run DMC doing Christmas songs in it. I can't remember who, but a whole bunch of fun old school hip hop Christmas and shit in there. Really good buddy Christmas movie for sure.
Super good buddy Christmas movie.
It's super relatable to us because it's also around that age that we are in. We're transitioning to
Exactly.
adulthood, like yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon's almost like not a failure to launch, but he's not living up to his potential. Like
Yeah, like Gary had mentioned, he just hadn't moved on. Like he just is not improving his life, and his 2 best friends are, and it's like it's just a problem for him. So yeah, this is the last hurrah, and they do it up good. Michael Shannon plays a great character.
Oh,
he's
dude,
the best
there.
drug dealer in
He's
the
there.
world.
I don't want to say anything more than that. They called him Mr. Green because they have to find pot to take to the party, and they're like, "What about our old pot dealer from back in the day?"
Oh, totally.
And so they find Michael Shannon, and if you guys don't know who that is, that's Zod, amongst many other things. And Michael Shannon's great. If you ever see any interview podcast you listen to, and he's a guest on it, listen to it. But the way he does his quiet, intense demeanor, it's intimidating, man.
Yeah.
There's just something about him that is nuts. But yeah, I love that you picked that. I almost picked that, but I knew it would get picked. One of the more underrated Christmas movies to come out in a long time.
I think it
But
is.
again, maybe that's because it's so relatable to who he is. But
Dude, that movie the budget for that movie was $25,000.
that's it?
That's it.
I had no idea.
It
Wow.
made like $10 million.
As well as they should have made more.
Yeah, I think so. It's a super underrated flick, man. I think it's a great movie.
Well, thanks for listening to our Christmas movies, guys. I know there's so many more out there that we had to miss. And I guess we'll follow some suggestions. I like watching movies this time of year. I'm definitely not going outside doing anything. I'm not snowboarding.
It's cold.
It's too cold for that shit. So let us know your favorites if you want. Leave it in the comments, Facebook us, tweet us, whatever. What have you guys been doing? Watching, reading?
I've been trying to catch up on Young Justice right before season 3 comes out.
Ooh.
Nice.
Have you seen that yet?
Oh yeah.
So you're just rewatching?
I watched it once
Okay.
all the way through, and now I'm about halfway through season 1,
Mhm.
watching it all the way through. And dude, that holds up so well.
If you go, absolutely. If you watch the end of season 2 and you don't cry, I don't know how.
And you, man, I don't think you're a real
you
person.
might not have a soul. You might be silent.
Like, yeah, you're hollow. Nice. Yeah, good show.
That's a
I
good
love
one.
that. I always want to go back. Are you watching on the network, their streaming service?
Yeah, I'm on. So I have the DVDs, but I've just been finding it super convenient to use the DC streaming app.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. You don't have to open a case and take out a DVD and put
Throw
your
it in the
change
PlayStation and
input.
wait a
That's
minute.
too much time. That's too much time.
Yeah.
I have it instantly at my fingertips. Sorry.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Mhm, mhm. And I don't think you can get it right now on Netflix, Hulu, or
No.
Amazon. So
No, it's just the DC streaming service.
yeah, if you don't have those discs,
You can probably rent
that's
it
the
off
best
at like
place.
YouTube or Vudu or something like that, but you're gonna be paying for it.
Mhm.
It's per episode, it's much cheaper just to get the DC streaming
or
service.
go to your library.
Hashtag not a sponsor, please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
That would be amazing, right? What about you, Paul?
I've been catching up on Titans, Flash, and Arrow, and I've been reading Daredevil Yellow. That you loaned to me.
Yes.
And God,
I would like that
damn,
when you're done with it.
it's
Isn't
so
it
good.
so good?
It's so good. So good. I'm hard right now.
I want to reread that one again. That might be one we have to do a podcast off of or a video or something, because Daredevil Yell is one of the best.
I just rewatched Big Trouble in Little China for them.
Yes!
Nice.
I love it.
It's
I love
so
it.
good.
It was just on.
No, I know. I own the movie.
Mhm.
That's
Oh.
rad.
You did the whole thing where you popped out the disc and took the time.
That's worth the time.
I have the Funko Pops of the lightning and the thunder.
That's right. Oh, that's great.
see, Mr. Vic.
Oh yeah, dude, it's just the same. Actually, pretty much the same minus the Daredevil, but Yellow. I've just been catching up on Titans, Flash, Arrow, and Legends, just in preparation for this Elseworld. Actually, that dropped tonight, Sunday night, as we're recording this.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so it's
That's
a 3 or 4 day
Starts
event that's
tonight.
occurring on the CW show. So check that out this week. I'm super excited about that.
Heck yeah.
Batwoman.
Yeah, we get Ruby Rose's Batwoman. Awesome. Very
She looks
excited about
good.
that. She looks.
I saw the
goddamn
picture of her in
fantastic.
the costume. Yeah, she was absolutely amazing.
Yep. So I'm super excited about that tonight. I'm going to be all about that this week.
You guys have seen the picture of Stephen Amell in the Flash costume, right?
Yeah.
He was a little chubby in that, doesn't he?
Oh, they couldn't care.
Well,
He's
yeah.
too jacked. They couldn't care.
So funny.
Is so asking because my wife and I are just starting to get into the DC television service or television series stuff. So like Arrow, Flash, all that stuff.
Mhm.
Where's the best place to start? Because like
From the beginning.
Yeah.
okay,
Quite
because
honestly,
we watched quite a few of the Arrow episodes at the start, and we watched quite a few of the Flash episodes at the start, but I'm waiting for it to pick up.
Yeah, it's a little soap opera. It's kind of a grueling process. I feel sorry for the people that have to or want to start and catch up now.
Yeah.
Because motherfucker, that's a lot to go through.
It's
And
a lot
you
of work,
kind of
yeah.
do, like, it does suck because most of them are 22 episodes, and they should be 13 probably.
Easily.
But
yeah.
you kind of have to know what happens because they always refer back to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you don't, you're just going to get lost.
All right. I've referred to an online guide. I guess I'll stick to it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
okay.
if they're like cliff notes for the Arrowverse.
I'm sure. I feel like there is. But
I just didn't know if there was like a way that we could like skip to like season 4 or something like that.
For me, I would say Flash from the very beginning because there's only like 4 to 5 seasons already.
Sure.
Arrow, maybe season 3,
Okay.
maybe.
I would have to go through and reread like the episode
Synopsis.
lists and synopsis. And
So, I mean,
stuff.
and she's familiar, and I'm familiar with a lot of the characters in that universe. We just don't know what they.
Well, it's the events that
represent.
occur. It's the shit that happens that you have to know about. And it's like a small thing here that happens in one episode that you think is a throwaway, but it becomes necessary later in another episode. So it's
Dude,
just,
with Arrow, all the flashbacks.
All
There's
the
all the
time.
flashbacks.
it is grueling. It's grueling. You just
Okay.
have to go
Until
through
like
it.
what, season 5 or 6 in
Yeah.
Arrow?
But it pays off.
It
It
does.
totally does.
Okay.
Every time.
It
Every
totally
time
does.
it does. Yeah.
Okay.
He said, I like it. Unfortunately, there is a lot you have to wade through in
Yeah.
that one, but then you have moments that pay off just
Just
such
really
massive
well.
dividends.
I'm excited for Gotham.
Are you?
Season. Yeah, because Gotham is now just a criminal world. It's
Mhm.
been shut off. So all the major criminal organizations have just been fucking warring. That's the last season of Gotham.
I know. I heard this is the last one. I kind of quit watching Gotham a while ago.
I sure did.
You know, I went back into it, and I'm so into it now.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right.
Because I dug it for a long time, and then I think it was like season 4, the Mad Hatter, and I just couldn't do it.
Dude, I stopped
Yeah.
after season 3, man. I was like, I'm done.
I lost track of Legends. I couldn't get back into it at all.
Really?
Really?
Interesting.
Interesting, yeah. Oh, all right.
Cool.
Cool. Well,
I got nothing.
yeah. All right, man. Well, I guess we'll take it to the end of the episode, guys.
Indeed, I think that's as good as anything. Make sure you follow us on all things social media at Brewnomics. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a 5-star review. Leave a comment. You know our favorite. And let us know your favorite Christmas movies. And since it's going to be on the social media, get ready to let us know what your favorite non-traditional Christmas movies are.
Heck yeah.
Recommend a winter beer for us.
Yes, please. We will try and find it. We will actually absolutely go and
If
try
you
and find
recommend
this
it, we'll
week.
try and find it. Even better, give it to us.
Yeah.
Until next week, I'm Jerry.
Paul.
I'm Vic.
I'm Will.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Nice.
Where did we get on that one?
What are we sitting at?
41.
A minute 40?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Okay, but that a little longer than I wanted. You guys we got some.
And I can't get back in Supergirl at all.
Really?
I've been trying to so much.
I can't, dude, you gave that way more of an effort than I could have. I watched 2 episodes of that. Because my general rule of thumb, if it's a show I want to watch, no matter what, I'll give it 4 episodes. It's always what I want to try and do. I'll push through 4 episodes. Dude, Supergirl, I didn't make it through 2.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
She's super hot, don't get me wrong.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I want to see her naked.
Oh, man. I think you can, actually.
Try YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
Hi, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye, YouTube.
I have to tingle.
Yeah. God, I feel like I have to take a note. Let's just